You're running for Congress in Colorado's 4th congressional district against Lauren Boebert. And, before we get into the race and the recent debate that you two had, I just want to talk about your background. Can you tell me your story and how it led you to where you are today running for Congress?
Absolutely. So I'm from this district, born and raised. I grew up in Highlands Ranch in Douglas County and went to those public schools, which led to a full academic scholarship at the Johns Hopkins University. I was most recently speechwriting at the AFL-CIO in Washington, D.C., and working at the U.S. National Science Foundation as a federal civil servant when life happened. Both my parents had cancer at the same time, and I am an only child. So, thanks to my union, thanks to Medicare, I could drop everything and move back home to Highlands Ranch and provide that end of life care. They did pass last fall, days apart. And before he died, Dad, a lifelong Republican, told me it's time to step up and you need to run and reinvest everything that this community has invested in you, give it back. So that's exactly what I'm doing. And, going through that experience, my number one priority, I am running to make it easier for everybody to take care of and to spend time with the ones they love. And of course, we got to drive down costs and keep America competitive. I think that there's, some great challenges before us, but also really great opportunities to work together to solve them.
I'm so sorry for your losses, but thank you so much for sharing that story. You mentioned that your dad was a Republican, so was he okay with you running as a Democrat?
Yeah, so that was like my great rebellion. Like, my parents were conservative. They raised me on traditional family values of you respect the dignity of hard work, you respect our veterans, and you respect our elders. So when John Kerry came to town when I was in high school, that's where I heard him speak about climate, and I said, I'm a Democrat now, Mom and Dad. And they were like, that's great. Sure, go ahead and rebel in that way. You can handle that. So that was kind of our great, and I'll tell you what, Mom was even a Trump supporter. So we had some amazing discussions in our house because we would land on common ground, and where we would land on that common ground, it was unshakable. And I believe that there's possibilities like that all throughout Colorado and don't let anybody tell you this is not a winnable race. It absolutely is. The majority are unaffiliate, and let me just tell you, Lauren Boebert, last cycle, that was the closest race in the country. Mm-hmm. So we have the same pollster telling us that we absolutely have a path to victory, just like Adam Frisch had a path last cycle in 2022. So we're doing the work, we're on the ground, and I'll tell you what, Republicans are coming up to us. They're, they're not signing in on our sheets. They're saying, please don't take a pick, but you have my vote, and I want you to come talk to these other folks over here. They're Republican, and it's gaining momentum. We're very excited.